Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to read a book called Chicks and Salsa. We've been reading a lot of fun stories that are sort of like The Little Red Hen or are different versions of that story. Now yesterday we read Cook-a-Doodle-Doo and it made me think of this book. Good readers make connections. That means that they link like a chain. So like when you look at a chain, it has a circle and then another circle is linked into it. They're connected. So when I make a connection, I might read a book and think about something from my life, or I might think of something from the world, or as in this case, I might think of another book. So when I was reading Cook-a-Doodle-Doo, I thought of Chicks and Salsa. And I think when I start to read, you're going to know why. It happens in the very beginning. Chicks and Salsa. Look at these farm animals. Do they look happy? Not really, do they? Chicks and Salsa. Look, there's the farm lady, and what's the pig doing? He's still in her sandwich. And the chicks are there, and the chickens, and the piglets. There were grumblings in the hen house of Nut Hatcher Farm. The chickens were tired of chicken feed. The rooster took it upon himself to solve this problem. Now that's the part I was thinking of. In Cook-a-Doodle-Doo, the big brown rooster was tired of chicken feed, just like this hen house of chickens is. Mrs. Nuthatcher, the farmer's wife, had started watching cooking shows in the afternoons. The rooster was perched on a fence post outside the farmhouse window when he discovered the solution to his problem. Salsa! Led by the rooster, the chickens crept into the garden where they took tomatoes and uprooted onions. That night, the chickens ate chips and salsa, though nobody was quite certain where the chickens got the chips. The tasty tang of tomatoes and onions hung over the barnyard, and the rooster said, "Olé!" Very soon, there were mumblings at the duck pond at Nuthatcher Farm. Inspired by the chickens, the ducks decided they were tired of fish. With the rooster's encouragement, the ducks dipped into the garden where they selected cilantro and gathered garlic. That night, the ducks ate guacamole, though nobody was quite certain where the ducks got the avocados. So cilantros and garlic are some of the ingredients in also avocados when you eat guacamole. The spicy scent of garlic and cilantro hung over the barnyard, and the ducks said, "Olé!" The next morning, there were rumblings in the pig pen of Nut Hatcher Farm. Overwhelmed by the enticing aromas, the pigs decided they were tired of slop. While the rooster distracted Farmer Nuthatcher, the pigs plodded into the garden where they borrowed beans and chopped chilies. That night, the pigs ate nachos, though nobody was quite certain where the pigs got the nacho cheese sauce. The delightful deliciousness of cheese and chilies hung over the barnyard, and the pigs said, "Olé!" As everyone knows, when a passion for southwestern cuisine takes hold of farm animals and so many sumptuous, spicy, savory scents collide in the barnyard air, it can only lead to one thing. What's that? Oh, look, I think I now know how they got the cheese. Can you see it? The rats brought it in. Fiesta! The roosters got things organized, then returned to his fence post to watch for a good enchilada recipe. The horses decorated the barn. The bull practiced his Mexican hat dance, though nobody was quite certain where the bull got the sombrero. I wonder, I maybe have never noticed this before, but we were wondering where they got the cheese for the nachos, and it showed the mouse. And it said we didn't know where they got the avocados. Looky there, the mice are bringing them. And the chickens, it wasn't sure where they got the chips. Look, the rat, I guess it's a rat really. The rat's bringing, I see now the rat's stealing it and bringing it to them. Oh my goodness. So we have to see where the sombrero came from. Oh, looky here. I never noticed that before. How weird. I've had this book for many years. And the chickens, ducks, and pigs snuck into the garden, but all of their spicy southwestern supplies were gone. The scallions had been stolen. The peppers had been pilfered. The limes had been lifted. Lifted, pilfered, stolen, all the same thing. There were slurpings in the kitchen of Nuthatcher Farm. Stirred by the succulent smells in the barnyard, Mrs. Nuthatcher had decided to make tamales for the county fair. A saucy sweetness hung over the farmhouse kitchen, and Mrs. Nuthatcher said, "Olé!" Disappointed, the animals canceled the fiesta. That evening, the chickens ate their chicken feed, the ducks ate their fish, and the pigs ate their slop. But while the Nuthatchers were at the fair, the rooster crept into the kitchen and borrowed a French cookbook. The next morning, the rooster ate crepes with white grapes in champagne sauce, though nobody was quite certain where the rooster learned how to read. Who knows how to read? The rat. A satisfied smile stretched over the rooster's beak, and the rooster said, "Ooh la la." I hope that you enjoyed this. I was very tempted to show you how to make salsa, or how to make guacamole, or how to make nachos. All three are things that I love to make at home. Mexican food is my all-time favorite, and I like to think I make pretty good Mexican food at home. But then I thought, there's no way I can keep eating like I have been this week with all the goodies that I've made. So maybe you could come up with your own recipes for chips and salsa, or chips and guacamole, or nachos. And maybe you could write a how-to with your family. Maybe one day, if moms and dads and aunts and uncles don't mind, you guys could create those recipe creations together. I hope you have a great day. Bye.